Hello. For my final project, I built a level indication light and alarm using the breadboard. In order to build this, I needed my breadboard, 5 100 ohm resistors. I used 4 2N3904 transistors and 1 2N7000 transistor. I used 4 LEDs, 1 green, 1 yellow, 1 red, and 1 strobing one that's clear. I used a 5-volt alarm, so it's good for any range from 1 volt to 5. I used a breadboard power supply, taking a 9-volt battery down to 5 volts, and I needed several jumper wires. This is a diagram schematic of it. I used a total of 5 total transistors. I put the resistor going to the base and the diode coming off of the emitter. So you can see here the diagram comes in. I chose this project because it has a lot of applications in real life. You can be used in different tanks, different like manufacturing plants or storage facilities. Can be used, sewage plants. So I saw the application and kind of inspired me to give it a shot. I was kind of curious how something like this worked when I saw the examples, so wanted to see if I could do my own version of it. So here's kind of a close-up picture of it. You can see how the resistor comes in here into the transistor, and the wire comes up here, goes into the glass, and I just have them taped in at different variable locations depending on the desired level. Here's kind of a better picture of it from the side. So you can see here I have the wire coming down for the middle. I tried to color code it as much as I could. I just ran out of colors. So the green one's your low level, yellow is your mid level, red's your high level, the flashy one's your high level. So that's kind of your tipping point. That's where it's starting to get a little too high. And then back here, you can kind of see in this picture better. On the far right, you see the actual alarm. That's should trigger at the exact same time as the strobing light. So that's your alarm. Like say you have an operator off to the side, that'll tell them that, hey, you need to do something about this level. Some things that didn't work, I actually tried, instead of a buzzer, I tried using a DC motor to kind of simulate a pump, but I couldn't get it to work with a transistor, and each time I actually tried using it, I think the power draw on it was too much that the LEDs just shut off. I tried a couple different things, flipping the transistors, still didn't work. So some other things that didn't work was the transistors in some cases didn't work. I think it's because they're PNP or NPNs. Depending on which one I used, they didn't work with specific LEDs or with the buzzer. Buzzer took a little trial and error too to get it going to the right node on the transistor. The only reason why I used a 2N7000 on the final transistor going to the buzzer was just because I ran out of the 2N3904s. Otherwise, I would have used the same one there again. So I originally tried to tie in the buzzer with the same transistor that the strobe LED uses, but it didn't work together. I had to put it on its own. It would always stay fully open, or it was a little dim on the sound. So moving on, back to this one again, you can see how the power comes in, goes into the transistor, into the LEDs, and then from there it goes back and returns. And the video of how it works. You see the green light turns on, yellow, then red. The strobe light should turn on now. And finally the buzzer. And that is the final project. Thank you.